Welcome to the truth Unfiltered USA, the lie that broke the middle class. How the Affordable Care Act killed the American dream. The Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, was passed in 2010 under President Barack Obama. We were told it would make health care more affordable, expand coverage, and protect families from greedy insurance companies. It sounded like compassion. It sounded like progress. But 15 years later, millions of middle-class Americans feel suffocated because this law did the exact opposite of what it promised. They promised us three things: expand health coverage so everyone could afford insurance, protect patients from unfair insurance practices, lower healthcare costs for families. But instead of protecting the working class, it created a system that punishes independence and rewards dependence on government. How is it funded? Through new taxes and fees on higher income earners and businesses, and at first, penalties for anyone who didn't buy insurance. That's right. Even if you chose not to have insurance, the government punished you, forcing Americans to pay thousands in penalties just for exercising free choice. This mandate was one of the most unconstitutional, coercive laws ever placed on the American people, a policy that punished the middle class for trying to stay independent. So why does it feel like the Affordable Care Act has been asphyxiating the middle class since 2010? Because it has. When the ACA outlawed insurers from denying coverage for pre-existing conditions, companies raised premiums for everyone. Low-income families were shielded by subsidies. High-income families could absorb the cost. But the middle class, people making just above poverty line to qualify, got squeezed. Imagine being a single mother earning $25,000 a year. You don't qualify for subsidies, but you're expected to pay $400 a month for insurance. If you don't, you're fined at tax time. Even families paying $2,000 a month for coverage face deductibles so high, $7,000 to $10,000 per person, that they still pay out of pocket for nearly everything. That's not affordability. That's extortion. Subsidies vanish at around 138% of the federal poverty level. If you earn just $1 above that, you lose thousands in assistance. That's not a safety net, that's a trap. It discourages raises, promotions, and ambition, the very heartbeat of the American dream. Small businesses with over 50 employees were forced to offer expensive ACA insurance or pay penalties that could bankrupt them. So what did they do? They cut hours. They reduced staff. They turned full-time employees into part-timers, stripping away benefits and retirement plans. The ACA didn't create security. It destroyed it. The law didn't make healthcare cheaper. It just changed who pays for it. Government subsidies covered the poor. Hospitals shifted losses to private insurance. And insurers passed those costs to middle-class consumers. It's a hidden tax, one that keeps you poorer, more dependent, and further from financial freedom. The ACA promised choice, but delivered the opposite. Families lost long-time doctors. Plans became restrictive. Wait times grew longer. And affordable plans came with fewer real options. We're paying more for less. Healthcare now consumes a massive part of every household budget. It keeps families from buying homes, starting businesses, or saving for the future. Universal coverage sounded noble, but in practice it turned the middle class into the government's funding source. We pay more. We choose less. We lose freedom. This isn't equality. It's control. And it's one reason the American dream feels further away with every passing year. This is how the middle class was crushed, not overnight, but policy by policy, under the illusion of fairness. To every young American watching, if you want to own a home, start a family, or live free, understand this. Socialism doesn't start with revolution. It starts with laws like these. You deserve better. Wake up. Take your country back. This is Truth Unfiltered USA.